I personally feel like it's been a slow burn and it's been picking up and it was doing really well. So in 2018, it was a $165 billion industry. So the best that they could measure it. And they expected by 2022, next year, that it would be at 275 billion. But the moment COVID hit, it skyrocketed. So like it just took off. And even during COVID, I was like, wait, everyone needs a piece of this. This is the moment to get in. Wow. Because now they've looked at it and they said, basically, I'm going to back up, but a couple of years ago, we already passed that 270. We already passed that number.
Oh my gosh.
275 number. And it's not even 2022. And by 2026, they expect it to be almost 500 billion. I think it's like 457 billion. So it's like doubling in just a couple years.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is, I need to put something up online that people can purchase. Are we talking Are we talking evergreen? We can get into the nitty gritty here. Are we talking evergreen? Yeah. Are we talking like multiple courses? Like what are we doing here? Like, I'm so excited.
You're like, I'm all in, I'm jumping in right now. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is it. There's a lot of different options. And I think that when you start exploring this, people are going to be like, just put together any course. And I just like back up and like, whoa, don't do that. Don't just throw something together to throw something together, but what's going to work for you and your business model, the people that you want to attract. So it might be a course that just sort of for clients who maybe can't afford your one-on-one services, it's something that they can take. So you have this ability to downsell something or to be able to put something out. It might just be sort of something that people can go through just to get some exposure to know who you are. So by the time they're done with it, they're like, I'm all in. Whatever Heather says, I am buying. Yes. So there's a lot of different options in the way you can use courses. You can enhance your packages. You can, so it depends on your business model is what I would say for that one.
I love that. And, I come from a marketing, let me try that again. I have a marketing background. I own a, social media marketing agency. So for me, thinking about marketing and funnel, right? Like you can use your courses at every level of the funnel. So, an attraction course or to attract your audience, what are some courses or something that's, somebody could put up online?
I would definitely say any kind of sort of mini where they can just get a taste of what it's like to know you, to work with you, to kind of see your style. A perfect example is I ended up taking a course one time where they sort of taught me how to create a little bit of my own content because I was like, what am I supposed to do on social media? I wasn't ready to invest in a company, but I was like, well, I just need to learn a little bit. It was a mini course. It took me like 45 minutes to go through it. It was so good that I, by the end of the night, purchased 4 more of their courses because I was like, whoa, they gave me really great, valuable information. I bought another and ended up working with that company.
Oh, neat.
And so, yeah, it's just very interesting because they hooked me in with like, here's a little bit of how you can do it yourself. But there was still that like, I can do this, but this isn't fun. Yeah, and I'm all about staying in fun.
Yes, me too. I love that. That's fun first and everything comes after that. So are we charging at that point for our courses or these are free when we're doing like awareness?
If you can do either. So sometimes we'll say that it could be good to do a low ticket. It also like test people. Are they willing to buy to be able to get in? But there's no rules. That's the beauty. And again, it works for what works for your business model. And what I always tell people is like, create from your vision. So, it's not about like just setting up a goal, like, okay, I just want more clients, but like, what is your big vision and how does that support that? And so it might be spreading awareness and your community. It might be free. It might be a low ticket offer. And you might just be like, I'm coming in and it's a high ticket course and that's okay too.
And are we supposed to be recording these and putting these up or are we doing these live? Like what would be the best there?
Yeah. Again, I feel like everything I'm going to say today is like, it depends on your
No, I love that. Yeah.
And I want to emphasize it because so many people will go to people and they're like, oh, you just throw together this course and that's it. And it doesn't always work for people, which is why I say you really have to look and build with intent. So the courses can be either live you can run it live. What I suggest sometimes is running them live the first time, or maybe the second time, 2 times, 3 times, and then recording it all and putting it in there. That way it gives you time to sort of adapt to your audience and adjust. But the other side of the spectrum is sometimes it's easier just to record and put it out there and go with that, and then make adjustments as people start going through it, and you get feedback and you can make any adjustments there. So again, it really depends on your style and comfort level.
Yeah, I was just going to say your style too. So like, I know with social media that we need to be producing videos and you need that constant content production. And though I love to get in front of the microphone, I found that, sitting there and reading off of a script about the video whatever I'm teaching, reading off of a script sort of wasn't my jam, but doing this, I light up. The energy is there. I don't mind spending my energy on this task. So, as you're creating your course online, you might have to try a couple different styles. What's your favorite style?
For sure. I'm like a wing it kind of person.
I know you do a lot of videos though. Like I see you active on social and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and the more I try to like script something out and put it up when I record, sometimes I feel like I sound like a robot. And and I tell my clients, it just takes practice really sounding fluid. So oftentimes I'll sort of cheat and I bullet point method. So it's like, what are the highlights of what I want to hit in an order, because I get to talking and then forget what I was going to say. So I have my bullet point list, but I pretty much like to wing it. And this is what I want to say is it's about imperfect action is okay. You are a human being on the other side of that camera. And if it's so polished that it looks,
robotic,
want it to be professional, but it looks robotic and it looks like people can't really relate and attach to you on the other side of the camera. How are they going to like hold their interest to be able to get through what it is? So I think that sometimes when you can just wing it, or at least wing parts of it, or just add that pizzazz and flair in it, people are there. I've taken a course by one individual and their whiteboard fell over in the middle of it. And instead of cutting it out post-production, they like talked through it and laughed and then set it up and went. And you're like, I'm in, because I want to see what else is going to happen. But it made it relatable and it is very memorable. And I will never forget that training. So it doesn't have to be perfect. If you say a couple extra ums and ahs, if you're like, sometimes my dog barks all the time, but it's like, there's a balance in it. And I feel like I just want to tell people like there's no such thing as perfect. And let it go.
Don't be you. Don't take yourself so seriously. It's part of the human experience. So we experience whoopses all the time, whether it's a whiteboard falling behind you or stubbing your toe or whatever it is, it happens. So roll with it. Thanks for watching Practical Talk on YouTube. Listen to full episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And while you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button.